Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that continually rule very well to this very day. That is continually feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also Shalom to the hopefully elect that is laboring as well. That's also giving it your all in this ministry, and this and also showing forth your faith in this ministry by spreading the gospel to the other members of the hopefully elect in faith, in truth, and sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, topic of this video is going to be entitled "The Light of the Wicked Fades." Okay, the light of the wicked fades, in which the light of the wicked represents the ideology, the philosophy, the ideas, and really that goes, or should I say, it all ties into the image of the beast, which is this system, okay, and everything that encompasses this system, okay, that goes to the education system, the legislation system, everything, man. So all of that comprised into this one system, which is the image of the beast, which the beast represents the rejuvenation, or the second appearance of the Roman Empire, in which this place, America, is a reflection of the Roman Empire. That's why you go into the book of Revelations, and it speaks about the deadly wound that was healed. That deadly wound that was healed is talking about America, because America encompasses all the structures of the Roman Empire. Okay. So now, like I said at the beginning of the video, now the light of the wicked, which is perpetuated here in America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible, that light is fading away. Okay, and the light of the righteous is being magnified. Okay, and that's why we go into balance. All right, you know, it's no coincidence that the Lord, you know, he created light and darkness, because that creates a balance. You know, if everything was just light, then it wouldn't be a reason to set everything in motion. That's why the Lord set forth the time, because the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, dwells out the realm of time. Okay, so time was started, light was created, darkness was created, all that was created in order. Okay, and also in the scriptures as well, it tells you that the Lord created two great lights, right? One to rule the day and the one to rule the night. Okay, that goes into the sun and the moon, right? Those two great lights. And also as well, in concerning us, you know, there are two lights in this world as well. Okay, when it comes to what you see here in this life that we're living in. Okay, in which you have a light that's on the right hand side, and you have a light that's on the left hand side. Okay, and the light that's on the right hand side, that represents the elect of the nation of Israel, the top of the chosen nation. Okay, the top of the nation that is aligned with righteousness. Okay, and then you have a light that is of the wicked, which is the higher ups, or the so-called elites, the bankers of the nation of Edom. Okay, and through these two nations, Jacob and Esau, Israel, Edom, all right, you have both of these nations that are set on separate sides. Okay, see, and that's why the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, was not with Martin Luther King or any of these leaders that came up to speak out for so-called equality. Okay, because if you really go into equality, it goes into the word equity. Okay, and I brought that out before in the previous lesson, that the word equity goes into something that is upright and righteous. Okay, that's what it means whatever the scriptures mean by equity. That's what it means to be equal. Okay, or should I say to have equality? All right, it's things that are set in our proper order. Okay, and the order that is set here now is that the Lord has both sides, which is righteous and the wicked. All right, now the wicked has their time to rule, which is now. And guess what? At the end of it, the righteous is going to have time to rule as well. And that time is going to be everlasting. Okay? See, that's the reason why the Most High set everything in motion. Okay? But just to get back on the topic and not to stray too far from it, is that the light of the wicked is fading out, man. And quickly. Okay? And the light of the righteous, which is the men of the Lord, who is perpetuating and pushing forth the truth in the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, now is being magnified on a whole nother level. Okay, that's why Edom, the nation of Edom, really the higher ups of Esau, are in the mode now to put forth their new world order agenda, because they see that their witchcraft is fading away. Okay. You know, the spells that he cast on the people, that wicked vibration that he pushed out by way of his priesthood, all that is fading away, man. Okay? And now truth and the light that's on the right-hand side is now being put out in the forefront. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the precepts I have here. First, let me grab Job chapter 18, verse 5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Okay. Verse 6, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. See? So that candle is being put out with him, man. All right. Why? Because as it continues to fade, all right, and his light, right, as this light continues to fade, all right, he's going to fade right along with it. Okay. Because the end of that light, the end of his light, right, the light of the wicked, is the end of his world. Okay. And at the end of it, the light, which is of the righteous on the right hand side, is going to be shown as the only light in the world. Okay. So again, it says the light shall be dark in this tabernacle, and you're starting to see that. Okay. Because now, at one point, Esau, or the higher ups of Esau, has a priesthood to set up, prayers, their own prayers, for the downfall of our nation, the nation of Israel. Okay. But now it's getting to the point now to where the priesthood is no longer able to do that. All right. They can try to do it, right, and they attempt to do it, but it's not working. Okay. Why? Because more and more of our people are starting to wake up, and they're starting to realize what's going on here in the world. Okay. That deception and falsehood that he's pushed out is fading away, man. It's disappearing as we speak. Okay. See, now that the methods that Esau used to use or perform is not working anymore. Okay. It's going to get to the point to where he's going to get frantic, and he's just going to throw all the cards on the table. Okay. Which is all the cards on the table is going to come in the form of the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. Okay. Now I'm going to going from there. I'm going to get the book of Job, chapter 21. All right, it's the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 17. It says, how oft is the candle of the wicked put out? See? It says, how often is the candle of the wicked put out? And that candle is starting to be put out, man. All right? And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that's being put out. Okay, continuing on. And how oft cometh the destruction upon them? The Most High distributeth sorrows in his anger. Okay. So their destruction is about to come upon them, man, very soon. All right, which is going to come by way of fire, or should I say by way of thermonuclear fire. Okay. And that's going to be the device that the Lord is going to use to bring about judgment. Okay. Verse 18 says, they are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. Right. And at the end of it, at the end of the fire, when the fire is kindled and it's performed its work, then Esau's going to be reduced to stubble. Okay. And really, that's going to be at the time to when, after Esau serves out his sentence of hardcore bondage. Okay. Because Esau must needs going into slavery, into captivity. Okay. That's his future. Verse 19 says, the Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. Right. And the Esau is going to know it. And he knows it right now, man. That's why he's trying to rely on his priesthood to continue to send up prayers, man. But they're not being answered. Okay. Why? Because the Most High is now starting to show his hand. He's starting to put out the candle or the light of the wicked. Okay. And also, according to the scripture here, where it says the Most High layeth up his iniquity for his children. All right. And the children are back. Okay. The children are back today in this lifetime to receive the iniquity that the Lord has laid up for them. All right. And again, Esau's going to know it, man. Okay. That's why, and Slakia, actually, Esau knows it right now because he sees us pushing forth these lessons and these videos and going out on the highways and byways and also observing our people and seeing that they are waking up to their true nationality. Okay. This book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 9. It says, the light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. See that? So in our light, we rejoice, man. Okay. And it's rejoicing right now. Okay. Let me look up the word rejoice real quick. Rejoiceth. All right. Which is shamach. Okay. Which means to rejoice, be glad, to rejoice, to cause to rejoice, to gladden, to make glad. Okay. It says to brighten up. See? To brighten up. Okay, to cheer up. Okay. So our light, right, the light of the righteous is starting to brighten up. Okay. Or it is bright. It's brightening up right now through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, and now the lamp of the wicked is being put out. Okay. Now we'll move on from there and we get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 12. And this is this precept right here. I know the brother Yahweh Sop in our camp brought this out, which also ties right into this lesson. Okay. Because let me see if I can find it real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 12. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. And that's right. And that's why there's enmity between us and Esau. Okay. Because we're not for his turn, and we are clean contrary to his doings. Okay. Because his doings are coming after the working of Satan. Okay. Which is on the left hand side. And our doings are according to the right hand side, which is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which, by the way, created all these things, the light and the darkness. Okay. So it will behoove you to be on this side. Okay. Continuing on, it says, he upbraided us with our offending the law and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. Right. And this goes on a deeper level, because you can look at this and tie it to the education that's here in America today. All right. Which is really, that's the education that's being pushed across the world. But the word education means to bring out. Okay. So how Esau is operating everything, he is pulling out or bringing out the wickedness that is in the world. Okay. And he's also having it to where the people are also bringing out their wickedness. Okay, so that's when you go into education, the people that are educated in this world on the left-hand side, that the wickedness is great. All right, and also as well, that's why when you see people that graduate from college, more than likely, not all of them, because you got some that came out of that and also woke up to this truth, right? But when you go into the education system and you come out of come out with like a PhD or anything like that, you're at the very top of wickedness, man. Okay, you pretty much reach the almost at the brim of wickedness, because they're bringing out the left side of you, all right, for the lack of a better term. Okay, but when you go into this truth, all right, this is what brings our righteousness within you, all right, but it has to already be there, and that's the stipulation. Okay, it has to already be in you. Okay, you can't do mental training or anything like that to obtain this. All right, the Lord has to give it to you. Okay, I got let's see, let me grab this here. Isaiah chapter 14 is verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Right. And people believe that Lucifer is this person that was kicked out of heaven because he rebelled against the Most High. No, man. If you go into Lucifer, right? If you go into Lucifer, is Hayalal, all right? Which means what? Light bearer. Okay, light bearer. So that's what the word Lucifer means. Okay, so it says again, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, light bearer. All right, and which light bearers are talking about? It's talking about the light bearer, which is on the left hand side, the ones who, when you go into the scriptures, it speaks about the light of the wicked. All right, and the distributor of that light of the wicked is the higher ups of Esau. Okay, how art thou cut down to the ground, which is weaken the nations. Okay, and he has done that, man. Okay, he is weaken the nations by way of this this idea, man. Okay, and that's how the other nations are weakened, because of this, man, because of that same light that I'm reading about. Okay, yep, and that falling from heaven part of this verse here is talking about being fallen from his rulership, because again, going back to the it was another video I put up concerning the heavens, right, and also our heaven and their heaven, right, and they have their heaven. This is it. Okay, but it's going to come up to a point in time to where he's fallen from that heaven. Okay, and he's going to experience his hell. Okay, which is going to come by way of the sentence, which is through captivity. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and end off on that note. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone at real will, and also shalom to the whole elect that's laboring his work, giving your diligence to make your calling and elation sure in faith, and truth and sincerity and all charity. And with that, let's say shalom.